Hi, Ashley. Welcome to 5 Minute Takes. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you for joining us here. Everyone who joins always answers one or two questions. Today, I have two questions for you, and I'll just kind of start off with the first one. Is like, talk me through how LeanData identifies its champions.
Yeah. So at LeanData, I've been here for 3.5 years, and we've built a really great customer marketing program that is really focused around customer education and creating value for our customers and building champions through that. So we have a number of programs, but what I would say is sort of like the pinnacle of what we do is through our training and certification programs. So we offer kind of an intro to LeanData basic training as a first step, and then we have our certification course. We build off of that. So people who invest their time to come and get LeanData certified usually become our best champions. So we start with that group of people, and then we build from there.
That sounds good. I really, really like the idea of, tracking champions based off what some action you take. At User Gems, we talk about champion tracking a lot because that's what we do. And like, this is a really interesting take on champion tracking itself. And so now, if after LeanData identifies these folks who are very active on your certifications and stuff, how do you go about nurturing relationships with these people?
Yeah, so I think the first thing I'll say is we talk to them, and we've learned over time what they want and how they want to engage from or with us. So a couple of years ago, we started doing virtual certifications, really when everybody was locked down and at home.
Yeah.
And we started doing virtual certifications on Zoom. And we were getting a lot of feedback that people wanted to take that a step further. They wanted to meet with each other. They wanted to hear how other people were applying all of this stuff they were learning in certification. So we built user groups that we meet virtually once or twice a month, and we bring together people to talk to each other, and we just kind of facilitate these conversations. And then more recently, we had our big conference in September, which was our first time back in person. And we heard from people then, like, we want to get back in person. We want to keep learning. So this year we're focusing on monthly in-person lunch and learns, which are kind of just like in-person user groups. So I think it's listening to what your customers want and then building the programs that they're asking for. And really for us, it's still focusing on that core need, which is the training and education. And then beyond that, it's this idea of like community and bringing people together.
Yeah, like that's like a double take, to be honest. Like it's almost like you're not just nurturing these people, but in the end, you're turning them into like advocates and a community at the same time that can go on and on. If you don't mind sharing, and if that's okay, if you don't mind sharing that, like, so do some of these turn into deals? Like when they move to other jobs, do they take you with them?
Oh yeah, for sure. We have a huge percentage of people. I think there's two things that can happen. They can be at a company that uses LeanData. They can leave and go to a company that doesn't have LeanData yet, and they bring it with them. We have a lot of customers who have said, I have brought LeanData 4, 5, 6 times.
Nice.
And then on the flip side, there's people that go from a LeanData customer to another LeanData customer, but maybe now they have a different perspective, or they have more ideas of ways to implement it and adopt even further. So yeah, both of those happen all of the time. We're kind of in this small tech space. People are, it's a small world, and that happens all the time for us.
That's like pretty interesting. I like the idea of, I like the stat you mentioned with Anecdotal, where like people move and say they tell you we've taken LeanData with us 5, 6, 7 times. It kind of shows the value of champion tracking, how important that is in the world we live in now.
Absolutely. And with things like certification, I think the last thing that you want is for an SDR to not have that context when they're reaching out to somebody, right? So knowing that somebody is LeanData certified, or that they've, done some sort of advocacy activity, case study, left a review, whatever, like also giving that context to the SDR so they can reach out with the right message is so important.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ashley. Like, this was amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.